Well, the next thing we're going to do, we've already done our background to show sort of a little bit of depth, darkness down in here, but to lighten it up and make you visualize that you've got sunlight passing through this water, we're going to come in here with a little bit of our titanium white and our cad yellow. Very lightly, play with the color here on the side, do it on your palette just to test it out a little bit. We're going to decide our light source is going to be coming from 1 o'clock. Picture this as a clock, 12, 6, 3, 1. So we're going to put it right here. We're going to do it at an angle. We've already got an angle going with our water already and sort of just a very subtle sunlight. This is what it would look like on a real cloudy day. You get a little bit of sunlight coming through, but not a lot. Now you're going to brighten up your day and you're going to start to come in here with the real thing. And let's make this sunlight really stream into here. Remember, it's going to be brightest up closer to the surface as you're starting to get down into the water. It's going to get a little bit deeper. As you go off to the side, it's going to get a little bit softer. You're going to get less and less of the rays of the sun coming through. Use some of what you've made with your cadmium yellow, your titanium white. Stream this light on in here. Pick up a little bit of water on the tip of my brush, maybe dry a little bit of it off. Pick up a little bit more of my titanium white, a little bit more of my cad yellow, and let's make it a little more intense. Not all the rays will go all the way to the bottom, and you'll see this as you do it. Now this is on a paper board, which is going to react a little bit different than your canvas will, but they're fun to practice with. You get those in your starter set. And actually, they make very nice paintings if you get it and you don't mess it up completely and you decide you want to. You can take this and mat it, frame it, have a very nice little piece, almost like a watercolor. And once you get it dry, it will take the glaze that you've got in your starter set and work very nicely. All right. Go in here with a little bit of my titanium white and sort of work out a little from the center point of the way my sunlight's coming and streaming in. Now when you hit something and you like it, leave it. Do not overdo the painting. If one swipe works well, don't think that two will work better. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes you can just overdo. Just like this. And then I'm going to show you how to make it look like you've got a little bit of choppy water up top. And I think you can take your finger. That's a nice thing about acrylics. You can work them in a little bit with your fingers and kind of soften up whatever you want. All right, now I'm going to show you about your light source coming in. And we're going to take the same brush we're using here. This one we cut down earlier. And keep in mind, you're going to have the brightest and most intense light is going to be coming from the center of your light source. Like this. Just kind of tap it in. You don't have to paint hard. You don't have to mash it in. Kind of feather it out a little bit. Put a little more right in the center. Make it a little bit brighter. And then wipe off some of it. You don't have to take all of it off. And then gradually start to tap this sort of in a semicircle around like this. Pull it out a little bit. Hit it, feather it down a little bit. I'm just taking the edge of my brush, come down just like this. Keep in mind, as you come down, these light sources get a little bit duller and a little bit duller until you very lightly go back up. They get a little bit stronger, very lightly to the point where they just almost fade out because you're looking across at the horizon. And these are going to just be very lightly visible. I think we'll stop right there. Tap this in a little bit more. Add a little bit more of my titanium white. Bring it down just a little bit more. You're not just making big patterns of streaks of, this is all very, very light, very delicate, but you'll get the hang of that. Just let the brush do the work for you. Just hold on to the brush and the brush will practically paint itself. And there you have sunlight streaming underwater, and you're ready to go to the next step. I've enjoyed working with you today. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.